But if the roles were reversed, this would be completely disgusting.
I don't know how to break it to you. The roles have been reversed. They've been reversed. That's why songs like this exist. Because historically, socially, the roles have been reversed. Where were you during, like, I don't know, latest summer 2020? Where the fuck were you? Under your storm? Behind the moon? Under a rock? I don't fucking know. Like, it's one thing to be blatantly ignorant and dumb as fuck, but it's a second thing to stand 10 toes down on that. White Americans, y'all are not even ashamed. Y'all are dumb, ignorant fucks, and are not ashamed about it. That is the funny thing. That's what takes me off. This is just like, I'm sitting here and I'm like, yeah, I'm a dumb bitch. I'm a dumb bitch. So what are you going to do about it? That's literally y'all. Y'all are on the internet telling the whole wide world that you have zero common sense, zero knowledge about anything that's not the US. And you the cherry on top is, and you're like, you end that sentence with, and I'm proud. I'm dumb and I'm proud. That when I think about white Americans, that's what I have in mind. I'm sorry. I'm not, but you get the point. Like, the funny thing is, segregation, slavery, chattel slavery, the transatlantic slave trade, colonialism, all these things that made white people what we are today. Privileged humans that do not hesitate to say shit like this on the internet. When the reality is literally like, we've been falsely made the standard. White people only exist for 6,000 to 8,000 years, and we've been falsely made the standard. So yes, not only would it be disgusting and unacceptable, it has always been disgusting and unacceptable. Do I need to remind you that people that look like us had entire family outings? Trigger warning for all Black people. Family outings where they went literally dressing up, taking their dumbass kids to see Black people hanging from trees. So yeah, you thinking, thank God I ain't Black, blah, blah, blah. Do you really not see that 1 and 1 is 2? Like, is it really that? Oh well. At this point, I can't even blame your educational system already. I can no longer blame the educational system of the US because some people, particularly Black people, by the way, Black women are the most educated group in America, and they go to the same schools y'all go to. So it's not the educational system, because for the longest time of my life, I used to think it was the educational system. I came to the realization that it's just the whiteness. It's just the whiteness, babe. So you are just a white piece of shit. It is what it is. And you're not shy to tell the world that you don't give a fuck about the rest of humanity. Okay? However, yes, of course, it would be absolutely, completely unacceptable if a person was to sit down and be like, thank God I ain't Black. Because at the end of the day, people like you and people like me with these facial features and characteristics made Black people, demonized Black people, dehumanized Black people, came up with the N-word. It's not as if Black people sat down, had a tea and a cookie and were like, yo, let's call each other less human than. No, it was people like you and me that made that word up to take being human from people that were human before we even existed. You see the irony here? Yeah. So yes, if Black people make it a joke and make fun of that, that's, some people that would call that's a coping mechanism, okay? So you whining and dining how, shut the fuck up. Shut up. First of all, nobody asked you. And secondly, if you want, okay, let me just tell you. If you go to a car mechanic, okay, and you want to have a discussion about a car engine, you first of all educate yourself, right? You find out how a car engine works, what you do, the oil you put. Without that knowledge, you will not be qualified to even have this argument. Okay, you get the point. Stick with me. So, if you want to have a discussion about racism and whiteness and how the flourishing of blackness has been interrupted by the existence of whiteness, you need to have some education first. You cannot come up here. I mean, you can, unfortunately, because the internet is free, but you should not be coming on here and telling the world that, yeah, I have no idea what the fuck I'm talking about, but I want to talk anyway. That's embarrassing. Don't do that. Read a book or two. Ijama Olu. Start with Ijama Olu. That's a good way to start. Listen to Black people. And just I mean history. Sixth grade. I don't know what to tell you at this point.